Yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Power Font, and today we will be discussing the new moon in Cancer. Yes, the new moon will peak on Monday, July 17th at 2:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do your math, okay? So let's see. The moon already associated with Cancer, therefore the moon will be at home, okay? In the 8th house, okay? Let's not forget that, okay? So the new moon is all about new plans, new starts, new behaviors, and kind of training yourself to understand your intuition more, gaining wisdom, okay? Anything with nurturing, maternal instincts, parenting or mothering, so to speak, will all be there. And let's see, the 8th house, home to Pluto and Scorpio, okay, will be all about transformation. Anything that was kind of set in psychological or physiological stone can be excavated. Yeah, that's the word. Excavated, okay, during this time. So we're letting go and moving forward, okay, for new beginnings. Any traumas or cycles that you feel like are no longer serving their purpose, okay, they will all be able to fade out, and you will be able to establish new boundaries, new cycles, okay, and replace those traumas with positive experiences, okay, as we grow. And you know, it's like starting with a clean slate almost, okay? When you are a young child, your moon, so to speak, is very dominant. You are very in tune with what's going on spiritually, just being that you came from, you know, you were just born, okay? And so as we grow older, that is when your sun starts to take place, okay? So you always act on intuition versus ego. And so please take that into the account of things, okay? We're going to talk a little bit about safety and security as well, because that is something that Cancers hold on to very, very tightly, okay? So I'm not going to hold y'all. Let's get started. So we are using the Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. Well, the tarot deck isn't his, but you know, you got it. You see it. Okay, so let me put this over here. All right. Are we ready for some new beginnings? I got a few things on the horizon, and I am very excited, okay? Very much so, very much so. Okay, come on, cards. I know it's been a while. And so for Cancer, if you see the Chariot card, of course the Moon card, the Fool card for the new moon, and what is it? Yeah, I think that's it. Or the High Priestess, yes. Yes, yes, yes. The High Priestess represents the moon. The Chariot represents Cancer. Obviously, the moon is the moon. But the Fool card represents the new moon phase, okay, in the major arcana. I wanted to switch angles on you guys because I don't want my glasses to reflect, because the light in here has been having a time. Okay. Knight of Candles. You are still in the dark, okay, but you are walking by the light, okay, with the light, which we must always do, okay? Don't go too fast. It's still dark where you are, okay? Because when am I recording this? Friday, okay, but you're seeing this on Monday. So things are waning. The new moon is the shadow of the sun. There's no sunlight being reflected off the moon during the new moon phase, okay? And so there is still some level of darkness that you are seeing. So don't get too excited too quickly, okay? because you don't want that candlelight to go out. You want to be able to maintain it. And if you move too fast, that air, that wind, blow your light right out. Okay? So I know you're enthusiastic, you're excited, but just maintain your current speed or pace. All right? You know, nights go fast. So, you know, don't go too fast. The Knight of Candles is the fastest knight in the deck. So might want to slow your roll. Okay. Ace of Candles in reverse. Someone is handing you a new opportunity, but it came out in reverse. And let me see, if you look at this upside down, this is like the arm of the cloak of a vampire. There are energy vampires out there, but I just learned this from someone that I trust offline, social media. There are people that practice vampirism for healing purposes, okay? Now, energy vampires can take all, from what we know, take all your energy and use it for themselves, you know, all that bad stuff we hear about. But a good person that practices vampirism in the light will take away all of those traumas, all of those bad habits, all of that energy that needs to be healed, to wipe that away and provide you with the clean slate. So I feel like that is what this is, since we are looking at it in the reverse there. This is an opportunity for healing. Okay? Healing. The 8th house is all about finances, sex, partnerships, financial partnerships, shared resources. Okay? And you don't want to share any unhealed trauma with anyone. Okay? And you don't want to hold on to it, but you know, you have to put that energy somewhere, okay? Somewhere it can be stored, or if you can't don't know how to transform, okay, 8th house, your energy, then you are going to have to find a healthy way to get rid of it, to let it go, actually. Dang, okay. Page of Swords. Page of Needles. Learn how to gain some clarity. Learn how to accept the truth. Okay, some of us only believe our own truth, but that is not always what really happened. That is just your perception. Okay, and the moon is the Moon Tarot card associated with Pisces. So we can't forget that Neptune is currently retrograde, and the opportunities, okay, for illusions are very high. Take that mask off. Accept who you really are and why you are the way you are. Why are you so big on, like, maybe staying to yourself, not really socializing? Why are you in this cycle that you are in? Is it familial? Is it something that was established at a work environment? Something you learned in college or high school during your formative years? Okay. Is it something that you need to hold on to? It is trapping you. Okay. So try to use this time to gain some clarity about yourself and how you got to where you currently are. You're still relatively young. You might think, oh, this age, and you know, the internet now says like 25 is old, but spiritually, we're all young, okay? Even if you're 50, spiritually, I'm sure you feel like you still in your 20s and 30s. I know I still feel like a teenager, and I am very much close to 40, okay? My spirit feel like I can do anything. And then my physical body is like, no, you cannot. We cannot do those things that we used to do. Okay? Remember that. You cannot take those behaviors with you where you are going. Okay? It was good during that time, but it is no longer working for you. Okay, and there are the 4 vampires in reverse. So this is 4 of candles or 4 of wands. So let's look at it upright. Okay. All of the elements are here. Earth, air, fire, water. 4 of candles. Candle represents each element. That's well balanced. That is essentially coming together to create one flame. Got a lot of wands here, candles here. The light is getting brighter and brighter. And you see how big these flames are? Well, this is the bigger one. This is kind of good. But these are very tiny flames here. But when you bring them all together, okay, I imagine it would look like this one solitary flame. All right. So this is an opportunity to break through, okay, and go into that new cycle. I know some major arcana is going to come out during this reading. It has to. I don't think I've ever done a reading where there was no major arcana. I don't know. Somebody look back and let me know. Knight of Pentacles. You slowed down. And this is why you have to slow down, because you have to check the details. Make sure you got everything that you need. Do you have all of your resources? Do you have all of your financial obligations? Are they all being fulfilled? Are your familial obligations being fulfilled? Are you being a good friend, a good child, parent, sibling, whatever hat you wear? You have to make sure that those responsibilities and roles are being met within reason. Okay, we're not letting anybody use us. We're just taking our time, doing what we have to do, not being overwhelmed by having so many responsibilities. You know, when as adults, you know, it's a lot going on. But when you are focused and steady, okay, you can give an appropriate amount of energy and time to each of those aspects. Gonna put this here. Oh, more candles. 7 of candles. See? When you use your time wisely, okay, all of these flames are lit, because this is 4, 5, 6, plus your own personal candle, okay? This is your candle in the front, because you can't pour from an empty cup, okay? You got to take care of yourself first. Please remember that, okay? 7 of candles isn't always about the fight or going back and forth or having contention with people. Sometimes it's about standing up for yourself, okay, and saying, I need a break. These are the things I need to do in order to maintain a healthy mind, body, and spirit, okay? Because if you look at this card, it just looks like these candles are like coming together, like standing up as a group, okay? It's like they've unionized or something, okay? So I like that. I like that a lot. And see how these two candles are touching? Ooh, coming together. I like that. Two flames. What is... And Two of Wands is all about... Is that your future? And moving forward. Now we're gonna branch out and see what happens. Look at that. Le fou, le nous beginnons. Being spontaneous, thinking outside of the box. Okay. And here we have Jack going to explore after taking some time out to himself and accepting that he wasn't happy where he was as the Pumpkin King. Okay? He wanted to do something different. And he lamented for a little bit. So it's okay to, you know, go into a shell, but I don't stay there too long. You know, I always tell y'all that. But after a while, he went out on a walk. He out on the walk with his dog. I took Frankie for a walk on Monday. And let me tell you, not even 10 minutes I was out of the car, I got phone call about a job interview. Let me tell you, okay? So make sure you go take that walk in the forest or wherever you can. If you live in a concrete jungle, find a forested area, some type of park or a public space where you can just go and be, okay? Because the spontaneity of doing so is always helpful for your creative juices to keep flowing, okay? Some people might say, I don't want to go with you to the park. That's crazy. Why is you going to the park? Oh my God. You can think at home. But nothing motivates you more than Mother Nature, okay? Use your intuition. Going out and being in nature will definitely exercise your intuition, okay? There we go. And Temperance. Bloop. I already talked about them. And when I said very well-balanced mind, body, and spirit, I was thinking about the Temperance card. I promise you I was thinking about Temperance. Okay? Cancers are known for being homebodies, but they love to travel. That is the balance. You can stay at home, but you got to make sure you are out and about at just as much as you are at home. Okay? Temperance is Sagittarius energy. They also love to travel. Okay, far distances. That is the oomph. That is the fire, okay, that the Fool does not have. Okay, the Temperance gives the Fool the boost. Okay, it's the battery in the back. Okay, yes, here she's mixing potions, trying to come up with just the right amount of indoor and outdoor activity. Okay? It is all about the balance. Divine balance. Making sure you are engaged spiritually, because that is when you receive, okay, the best messages in nature. Okay? Even at home, you might start getting epiphanies or ideas about this and that. Okay? And so you might, after going on this little walk, this little outdoor excursion, you might find yourself coming up with more ideas than you've probably ever had in a long while, okay? Now we're gonna go boop, 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 4. For these 4 candles. Let's go, keep going. That's 1. Okay, let's talk about this one first. King of Potions in reverse. being a leader, being respected. Cancer is a water sign, and so this is our first potions or cup card that we have seen here. Okay? And you got a big bottle here if we turn it upright, okay? How many of y'all like to pop bottles? Okay? Might need to put a cork on it for a little bit. Just don't become over emotional, because you, during this time, because Cancer is at home in a new moon position and in the 8th house, you are going to be able to kind of feel and know what's being said without it being said. Okay, but remember, Neptune is in retrograde, so what someone is saying versus what you're hearing might be two different things. So don't become over emotional and make an assumption about what it is that someone is being said. Have some discernment, okay? People do, sometimes want you to read between the lines, okay? But make sure that you are clear and sure about what is being said. I'm gonna put that right there because that's where it fell off at, okay? Maybe we don't need 4, maybe we just need 2. There is just going to be like an emotional undercurrent. So just be aware of that. Another ace. Ace with the ace. Ace on ace on ace. Okay, Ace of Needles. Ace of Swords. Another opportunity in reverse. But what did I just tell you about the emotional undercurrent? Do not think you have to wield your sword of truth every single time somebody says something and you feel like you are hearing what's not being said. Okay? Needles can bring things together, but they also hurt. Okay? I don't know a seamstress that has never poked themselves. I don't know anyone that sews that has never poked themselves with the needle. Even if you're just making a pillow in home ec. Okay? Oh, sewing machine. Yeah, you can get hurt with the needle on the sewing machine as well. Okay? So you don't want to hurt yourself or any relationships. Okay? And I think we're just going to do one more just to make it cute, I guess. And bam. 5 of Swords, defeat. This is you battling your internal traumas, your own thoughts, because that is what is causing you to want to speak out in regards to what is not being said. Your own traumas as a child. Okay? Sometimes we carry things our whole lives and we never know how it affects us internally until a certain person says something in particular and then we lash out on them. Okay? So this is you fighting your internal, processes, thoughts, cognitions, childhood beliefs. This is the real moment of letting go. Are you going to accept the challenge? You are, and you will be successful. Because, look at Boogeyman. He is scared. Look at you. Look at you. Come on. You ready for a fight. Okay? But this is your own boogeyman. All of those traumas that was hiding under your proverbial bed. Okay? That you were afraid You didn't want anyone to know that you were afraid that that you even believed that the boogeyman was even there. Because you feel like, oh, I'm grown. I don't believe in the boogeyman. Oh, but you did. You did. You most certainly did. It's a lot of self-reflection that's going to be happening. And that is how you always get to the new start, the self-reflection. And I'm just going to, how long we been going? Let me see. Oh, okay, good time, good time. So I am going to take what is at the bottom of this deck. And that is going to be our final card. Healing, healing, healing. Look at that. Pin cushion, 3 needles. Into the heart pin cushion. This is what you made in home ec. I was just talking about making a pillow. And look at this soft heart patches that you had to put back together. You put yourself back together, okay? And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all, okay? And so to give you some concrete information, I'm just going to read from the book really quickly on the 3 of Swords. I'm going to do the highlights. Removal, absence, delay, division, rupture. Being too simple and obvious to call for specific enumeration. Removal. Okay? That's all that matters. Removal is the key word. You have removed what you can for this cycle. Don't think you're going to heal everything in this one new moon session in the Cancer, okay? It is going to be very transformative. I'll give you that. Probably a lot more transformative than you thought it would be, okay? But every step that you take is a step forward in personal growth, spiritual, emotional, and mental, okay? Well, I hope that was what you needed to hear. Welcome to all my new followers, subscribers, okay? Leave a little hand wave in the comments if you're new to the channel so we can say hey to you, okay? And I will see y'all next time. Peace.